Hi there, I'm Katie for RustiKate, and today I'm going to be working on a really fun festive project. I'm going to be decorating pumpkins. Not real pumpkins, but these very cool plush pumpkins. Now my friend Sarah, who also has a YouTube channel, she's over at Dan and Sarah Makers, is the name of their channel, and she made these and has tutorials on how to make them. So she has different colors. This is a red kind of burgundy. She's got a couple of those. She has a large black pumpkin, which is very cool, and then a white cream colored pumpkin that I love. So if you go over to her channel, she's got the tutorial on how to make these pumpkins, and then I'm going to be taking the pumpkins that she made and then touching them up, making them fancier, decorating them with some tatting. So that tatting is what we're going to be working on today. Make sure and check out the links below this video and in this video that will take you to her page if you want to make these pumpkins, and I would encourage you to because they're really, really fun. Alright, let's get started. So I'm going to use a mixture of these beads and buttons to decorate the pumpkins after I incorporate them into tatting. These are just, there's a couple of bracelets. This is a bracelet, this is a necklace that I just had laying around. These were just kind of extra beads. These are parts of a vintage necklace that fell apart and that was someone gave me. And then this is a leather button. So these are just all the things I could find that were laying around the house that were kind of in the autumn, fall colored color scheme. So you really can use any kinds of beads, buttons that are in those oranges, browns, blacks. And I'm going to use some combination of this, incorporate it into my tatting to go with the pumpkins. So I'm thinking, now that I bring these over, I'm thinking that I'm going to do tatting with some of the red beads on the red. So it's going to just be very subtle on my tatting. Yeah, I think on the red. And then I'm going to take some of these, what used to be an old bracelet, and they're kind of a yellow and blackish brown specked. Almost a tortoise shell look. And I'm going to use these to incorporate them into tatting for the white pumpkin. Right like that. Okay, so for this project I'm going to be using the size 5 needle that I typically use, and then my favorite ecru tatting thread, which is about a size 10. So those will be my tatting items, as well as a pair of scissors. And then I'm going to be doing this video a little bit different than normal. Normally I try and have a project all figured out and then I show you how to make it. This time I'm actually going to make it while I'm filming, because each piece is going to be one of a kind. So that creation process is going to take place during this video. I will try and describe what I'm doing and give directions as much as possible so that you'll be able to follow along and make your own or something very similar. Alright, here we go. So first step, as always, is to thread the needle. So about 12 inches of tail thread, and then about 2 feet between your needle and your thread off of your spool or ball of yarn. Right like that. And then you're going to do your first double stitch. I'm going to make a ring, and I'm going to do 4 double stitches, 1 picot, 4 double stitches, 1 picot, and then I'll attach some beads and tell you where to go from there. I'm just doing the standard size picots at this point. Okay, right like that. And then I'm going to attach some beads. For this one I'm doing the tatting for the white pumpkin first. So I'm going to be using those kind of yellow, amber, black, and brownish beads, the ones that are almost a tortoise shell. And these ones are, which is something that you will run into, especially if you're using your favorite beads. These ones, the hole is actually too small for the needle to pass through, so I'm going to have to either unthread the needle each time I do it, or I can do, which is what I'm going to do in this video, I can take the thread that goes to the ball, unwind a lot. I'm going to unwind as much as I think this project might take. So I'm going to unwind probably, I'm estimating 8 feet, even though I'm kind of making this pattern up as I go. So I'm going to do about 8 to 10 feet of thread, just like that. And then I'm going to snip it at the end. I know that looks kind of messy, but this should work. But this will work. I'm going to do that and snip it right there. So it's not attached to the spool or ball of thread anymore. And then what this enables me to do is I can string all my beads that I'm going to use onto this, and then I will just slide them down as I'm tatting and as I need them on the needle. And let me show you how that works. So the first one I'm going to do, I'm only going to do one bead. So I'll just start with one. Like that. And then you're going to slide it down your thread. And I'm doing this one at a time, but you can do all of them at once and then just slide them down the thread one at a time. Okay, so now I'm ready to go ahead and incorporate this into the tatting. And how I would do it is that's just actually sitting on that loop that would become the picot. So I'd slide it down right like that. Finish the double stitch on the other side. And then your bead is right there, suspended on your picot thread. So I'm going to continue with that. I'm going to repeat this same amount. So I'm going to do 4 double stitches, 1 picot, 4 double stitches, 1 picot, 4 double stitches, and then I will close the ring. If at any time this goes too fast for you, remember there is a slow down option for the speed of the video on YouTube. So you can slow down or speed it up as you need. Alright, so there we go. I'm going to go ahead and close this ring. Tie a knot. Okay, and there is our first one. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and make another ring. So double stitch, do 4 again. I'm going to attach it to this free picot of the last ring made. And I'm going to do 4 more. Picot, 4 more. And then I'm going to attach another bead. Okay, I've jumped ahead and now I have the bead strung. I'm going to go ahead and slide it down and attach it with the double stitch on the other side. I'm going to repeat the steps of the previous one, do 4 double stitches here. Picot, 4 double stitches, picot, 4 double stitches, and close. Okay, and I'm going to knot it right like that. And then we're going to do the same thing again. So we're going to repeat that one more time. And then I'll show you what to do after that. Okay, so now we have 3 rings with 3 beads attached. At this point I'm going to do a chain. I'm going to do 4 double stitches. I'm going to attach it to that free picot. I'm going to do 8 more double stitches. Tighten the tension into the shape that I want it to have, and then make a knot. Okay, at this point I'm ready to do another ring. Doing 4 double stitches again. Then I'm going to attach the ring to this picot. I do 4 double stitches. And close my ring. Okay. Then you're going to make a knot. Right like that. And then we're going to make another ring off of the back of that ring. This one's going to be large. I'm going to do 4 and a picot. So I made 4, a picot, and 4 double stitches. I'm going to make another picot, 4 more double stitches. At this point I've set it down because I kind of want to show you what I'm thinking and where I'm going at with this. So I've made 4 double stitches, 1 picot, 4 double stitches, 1 picot, 4 double stitches. At this point I'm going to add 3 beads. The beads are going to be separated by 1 double stitch each. After I do that, then I'll repeat these same stitches on the other side, and then I'll close that ring. Okay, I have my 3 beads on my string. I'm going to bring 1 down at a time. I'm going to leave a little bit more room this time, so I'm going to make it a large picot because I want them to really dangle. Alright, there's 1. Bring the second one down. Yep, get that situated. Okay, there's 2. Bring that third one down. And there's 3. Okay, so they're going to be nice and dangly. Then I'm going to go ahead and finish doing 3 more double stitches so that there's 4 double stitches on this side. Make a picot, 4 more double stitches, make a picot, 4 more double stitches, and then close my ring. Okay, you can see how nice those danglies are. They hang well. Right like that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another one right next to this. I'm going to attach, after doing 4 double stitches, I'm going to attach to this picot right here. I'm going to do 4 more double stitches. Picot, 4 more double stitches. And then I'm going to add 3 more beads. Okay, now we're going to do 3 more double stitches to make it 4 total on this side of that bead. And then we're going to do picot, 4 more double stitches, picot, 4 more double stitches, and close that ring. Okay, let me lay this down so you can see what it looks like so far. So far it looks like this. We're going to make a 3rd ring, attaching it the same as this one was attached to this. It also will have the 3 beads. After we do that, then I'll come back and I'll show you the next step. Okay, so now we have 3 of the large rings with the 3 sets of beads each. And now we're going to make a small ring again, like we did earlier on. Right like that. So here we go, 4 double stitches. And then we're going to join that to this one here. So this one is going to be attached to that second free picot of the first ring made. And then we're going to do 4 more double stitches. And close the ring. And make a knot. Okay, at this point it gets kind of tight and kind of hard to see, so I'll try and explain it the best I can. Now what we're going to do to complete this medallion, we're going to do a chain the same as this one here. We're going to do 8 double stitches, and then we're going to attach it by joining to the first picot of the first ring made, and then do 4 more double stitches. Okay, we're joining to that first ring picot, and then the very last step is that last 4 double stitches. Then we're just going to adjust the tension after we slide this off of our needle, make a knot, and then secure that final end. Okay, adjust the tension. Make our knot, play with it a little bit to make both sides look similar, and then I'm just going to insert my needle right here at the base of that very first ring made. Going to loop it through there a couple times. Tie it off and make a double knot. Okay. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to hide my thread ends, cut my thread off, iron this, and I'll show you what it looks like. After the tatted medallion was ironed, then I went ahead and I simply attached it to the pumpkin and then attached the leather button right in the center. And you could do this either by sewing it or gluing it on. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this project. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And if you do, make sure and hit that notification bell because that will make sure that you get notified every time new content is posted. Please also like and comment on this video if you get a chance. That would be great. I'd love to hear from you. And let me know in the comments below what you are doing decoration-wise for the holidays. If you've made a pumpkin like this before, if you're planning to. And if you are going to, what color you would like to do, because I really love all of these colors. It's hard for me to decide which my favorite one is. So let me know what you think, what you've done before, what you're planning on doing as decoration wise, and how you're incorporating tatting into your holiday decorations. I look forward to hearing from you in those comments below, and I will see you again next time.